Mhm. Live again. Need to do something for your day. Maybe throw a boot in there. Maybe provide the soothing sound of my voice projected at you live from my desk somewhere in the United States. It's me. I'm back. All right. I hope people got to enjoy me playing certain missions over and over again in Descent Free Space. But now it's time for some puzzle. I'm gonna puzzle this one out. And it's Myst 5, End of Ages. Hmm. I know there's a follow-up game to it, but it's still kind of like they almost, almost free of this SCP. But no, I get another darn book dropped on my head. Here, Myst has another problem. Saw an interesting article today. Uh, Not so much interesting, more like depressing, actually. So I get to share this news with you. If anybody who deals with computers and knows the price of RAMs, of course, is skyrocketed in pricing. Two of the major companies, I think one of them is Samsung, and I don't know entirely what the other one is, just because it seems to be more of a I don't generally deal with them in stuff we deal with. I mean, they're a manufacturer. It's sort of like a background manufacturer for a lot of like Samsung does a lot of other things, but this other company, I guess, a lot of what they deal with is background stuff. You're in the industry, you know who they are. If you're a consumer, you may, right? These two companies are responsible for manufacturing a very, very large amount of uh, the DRAM, the RAM segment. So the wafers, the all that, the modules themselves that become RAM chips, they do those. We were already dealing with what was a 50% price jump in server memory RAM. Now, one of the announcements they did was that they were shifting their production much more towards the server and AI server end of the segment, which no surprise because of the demand. They're going, well, we can make a fuck ton of money meeting their demand, so let's do it. They themselves, because they cannot meet the demand, their prices are going up 70% on top of what it is now, which was a 50% jump from the prior time. So, yeah. Also means there's going to be less production for the consumer end of the market. So this is things like graphics cards and RAM sticks for our lovely, desktop computers. Cell phone. Mm. Any device that requires some amount of RAM, which means it's anything that's running a system. Those lovely smart fridges. Oh, oh, oh. Smart devices. Yup. All of that. All of that's going to get hammered. They're all going to get hit by the price because there's going to be a price increase on the consumer end because our demand hasn't gone away. It's still there. And the production schedules are originally designed around meeting that. AI consumption, the AI requirement for as much RAM as there was really only kind of like an explosion. It's like two. And I know AI's the I know the development on that's been around for a lot longer, but the massive increase of its needs is a recent development in technology. Something only in the last couple of years. And it really kind of exploded this last one. So it'll be fun to watch this implode. Then we'll get cheap RAM again. Oh yeah, and the rumor is that Nvidia is bringing back the 3060 out of um, being discontinued. And for instance, it uses a prior version of the DDR series. That means that those modules are plenty available because they're still in manufacturing. They're just not in demand. That kind of tells you where the market's going now. Nvidia going, we got to make sales. People still need graphics cards. Yeah, they do. All right. Well, I suppose enough chatter out of me. Let's see about cranking up the game. Let's see. Yep. It's going to work. Testing. All right. William seems to be working. Excellent. May not be too loud, but let's go. Oh, let's be. I played this? Yeah, it must have been so long ago I don't remember anything.
My journey has come to an end. I have lost my home, my books, my sons. I've lost my father, my grandmother, my dear wife, Catherine. And now I fear my only daughter is gone as well. And for what? For the slimmest hope that things could be put right. What began as my tedious life in the cleft, holding out hope for more, has returned to the same. I've gone to great lengths to watch the end be written, and now I find myself alone in a sandstorm in Tomana, waiting for a single grain of sand to fall. But Dunny's future is like an hourglass. As the final grain slips through, I wait and I tremble, losing hope that the hourglass will be turned over once again. The age may just simply end, expended and lifeless. I have passed my cursed burden on to my cherished daughter, Isha. She has either understood and embraced it, or the weight of it has crushed her. I fear it has been far too long. My hope has waned. If Isha has failed, is anyone left who can understand? Oh, I am old and so tired. And once again, I am useless. Today, I will put an end to my useless waiting and go on to a better place.
Damn, Atros, how long has it been? Last time I saw her in Myst 4, Yisha was like, and the way she looked, talked, 13, 14. Yeah, she was probably like 13 or 14-ish. So I am here. Looks like a dunny. Say, this is pretty smooth. He's bounded. Guess it has been a long time. Oh. Well, that ain't good. Oh. It's blah. No, wait. Not down here to begin with. Swear this place is an SCP. Keeps going. Nope. You're coming back in. Atros has got a problem. You're fixing it. Initially, no consideration. Like, come on, Atros. What if I was the old? What did I do? Yeah, that's enough. Oh, hello. Okay, so it's a save journal. Okay. This. Viewing device? Oh,
So, friend, the tablet has responded to you. Of course. If you're seeking my father, his time has passed. He won't be requiring your assistance. The book to his cursed island lays locked and gathering dust in his prison. That book, along with his pain and his burden, have been passed to me. And now you will know it too. You will listen carefully. This is not to be taken lightly. The tablet has responded to you. It will be your burden. Choose wisely in the end, for there will be no second chance. Many have taken this tablet, and they tried not to let go. It is the power of the writing. It seduces all who try to hold it. I have held it, tasted its sweetness. But I can hold it no longer. They have served too long. Always serving. Ever watching.
It's really quiet. Let me finish this cutscene. I'll turn.
And now perhaps you will see how to release them. First, collect what's been scattered, and then the tablet will be released. Then you will hold it. You will find in each age along the journey that there will be help, and there will be hindrance. You will start this journey where I started, where my father Atris started, where my great-grandmother Tiana started. You will end this journey here, when the tablet is released. When you return, the tablet will be yours. When the tablet is yours, do not give it to me. What you still don't understand, you have failed to hear or don't need to know. Begin.
I'm sorry, did you just toss me into an age with a wave of a hand?
You have seen Yisha. She was, I'm sure, not very hospitable. You're confused, no doubt. My name is Escher. It is my pleasure to meet you. She has given you the quest. Yes, quest. The quest to carry the four, the quest to release the tablet, the quest that is proving to be more difficult than she anticipated. Many have taken the quest, and the tablet still has no master. I will tell you what she will not. I will help you when she will not. But she and I agree on this point. Do not give her the tablet. She is lied to already. Uttered words that bite her heart as they leave her lips. She wants the tablet more than anything. She desires what she can no longer feel, but once tasted. You must not. Whatever happens, give it to her. Oh, she is the desert bird that longs to fly. She has dreams of taking flight in her ambiguous world filled with vague clouds and shadowed air. Careful. She is a clever. I'm sorry. I'm overwhelming you. Look for the hole in the ground. That's where your journey begins. I will find you.
And he just left without a linking book? Well, first things first. Volume. Oh, hell yes. I didn't realize that was there. It's already in. Okay. So I need to... One, I can maximize the number of sounds. I have the power. Oop. Turn that up. Is that? Huh. It is a law. Interesting. Oh, it saves automatically is what that is. It's a save point. So let's see. This. There. Kind of thing, but I don't know what it means. Child. I don't understand what they're talking about. That's a sign that was out of. Yeah, they're driven. You know what? Okay. Yeah, that's good. Holy crap, the sensitivity stuck. You turn that up, sir. Miss. Okay, I see the journey. Myst. Riven. Keeps hiccuping in there. I keep going with this, but let me do this. Try. Yep. Nope, that's gonna cause problems. Alright. So then this must have been essentially Myst 3 Exile. Or the rebuilding of Dunny. Choice. This was Myst 3 then. Could be memorable. But the giant knife sitting in the ground, that was very classic Riven. So what am I seeing here? Huh. We start where Atris and his grandmother left in the rock.
These pages are my journey, my story, my path. They're not meant to cover up, but to reveal. Sometimes in poems, sometimes in story, sometimes clear, sometimes vague, sometimes long, sometimes brief. But the release of these words is a soothing elixir to my burdened soul. The words must flow from me, or I will die. And in the end, these words are crumbs that spill along my path, and whoever eats these...
Oh, okay.
I am finding where I am by understanding where I was. And everything I was is linked to the island of Myst, the refuge. And I must know where they were as well. My heritage, my people, my family. My father, the prisoner of the hidden and the revealed, raised by Tiana, who hid the truth. Then raised by Gen, who revealed the truth. But Tiana hid for love, and Gen revealed for power. Mother, too, nothing more than a slave to what she knew and what she felt. Taught by Gen to write what she knew, then taught by Tiana to write what she felt. But Gen's teachings imprisoned her, and Tiana's teachings freed her. And in the end, through the hidden and revealed, through the known and the felt, through the good and the evil, through the gods and the devils, they came together. Together they came, father floating and mother caring, father knowing and mother feeling. And my great-grandmother Tiana watched, and my grandfather Gen fell. And so began our path of pain. Tiana was called the Destroyer, but she brought them together and lived with them on Myst Island. Father could not keep Myst simple. New structures and new ages he brought. Mother could not keep Myst solitary. 2 new sons she brought, my brothers, Cirrus and Achenar. And they grew up strong and hungry and lustful, like their grandfather Gen, unable to control the power of books, the power of writing ages. And as a result, all became prisoners, prisoners in their refuge. I will never return to that place.
Let me. Right. You. Ah. Okay.
Pride is a thief. Pride stole the soul of the Denis people. Pride stole my own brothers. The temptation was too great. It is not the power, but the desire for power that destroys. That desire is in my blood, the blood of my ancestors, the blood of my flesh. I fight it, but I am pulled even now. My father tried to hide what he valued, his books and ages, while my brothers tried to hide what they valued, riches and power. Father was trusting, or naive, and ages and people were destroyed. And so my family was imprisoned. My brothers in ages written by father. Father in a Denis prison he had escaped from in childhood. And mother in the world she loved and feared the most. Riven, her home, her refuge. Perhaps it's why I now fear my home, my refuge. And then by the maker or by the roll, a stranger found the book. The book had been intended to be destroyed by fire, but by the maker or by the roll, it was taken far away. The book was preserved until it was time. Surely it was the maker who preserved the book that would bring help. Now it was time. A stranger found the book, came to the island and freed father. A lesson was learned. A friendship was forged. Friendship. The least are my friends. I must use the least wisely. I must listen to them and respect them. They are powerful, they are willing, and they are afraid.
There's a book in age right there. So I'm seeing some people are actually watching. Yay! Oh, nothing to see.
How could this be? On their backs, this fallen empire was built. What hypocrisy. Such abuse of power. I think they even deluded themselves into believing their own lies. It pains me to the point of ill. It makes me pleased that they are dead.
Atreus, could you not have passed on everything? I guess it's hard not to when everything that made up the Dunny and all the problems and with it literally surrounded them. Anyways, if you are watching on Twitch, have some new things on there. I have some channel point redeems, including one that's just 1 point, which you would get just by watching the channel. And it's just there to say, hi, you're there. Kind of a... That's what I describe. Sort of a check-in kind. Doesn't do anything other than well, yeah, it does 2 things. One, it tells me you're there, and 2, it tells Twitch that you're there. Which means then you'll actually start to count for things. Before I dive into this book, did not do anything. I'm going to explore what's down this way. Look at here. Oh. Hello, sir.
I apologize for the goggles earlier, but my eyes are not accustomed to the sun in this age.
Where is this then?
I have taken this same journey, this same quest, and failed. I'm not proud of my failure. Yet I think that what I learned will be useful in your quest. Your journey continues through that door.
So, Escher, am I about to end up in a painting? Or perhaps an Escher scale? Oh, oh. Yeah, this one. Let's pick this up. She had to say about
The stranger, the friend, returned again to help father save mother. Imagine a stranger traveling to Riven, risking all, asking for nothing. I think of humility, thinking more of others. Humility. Prisoners are freed by nothing more and nothing less. Again, my grandfather, my heritage. Ugh. That monster who thought himself a god was once again imprisoned. Perhaps he still rules that desolate, empty, and dead place, riven by the pride and bitterness of his own heart. But more likely, he is in another desolate, empty, dead place where there is weeping. I hope he is miserable. I cannot forgive him for what he did. It eats at my heart. I hate him because I have his same desires. Mother and father came again together to the refuge, to Myst Island. But it was only a shell, a place to exist. A fallen place, torn apart by pride, just as the great Denis city was. Just as I am. Torn.
Isha gets
What is a
dead.
stranger?
She's his age.
Someone who is not me?
Just he was old.
Yet sometimes I feel like a stranger to myself. I become two, one who I know and one who I do not. Where does this other one come from? Which one is me?
Our journey continues, but what is... Okay. Thing. Ooh. was a book, but I want to see what that book is. Clearly an age for a linking book. Where does it link to? Number one? Just a simple. Let's see what this is. Hello, Escher.
Ah, the Rebo. An age for resting. Such a peaceful place. And the way to get to the first age. There. That profane thing and the other pedestals like it are not of the Fni. They are a regrettable part of this journey. The pedestal will allow you to link in a manner similar to the book that brought you here, but know this. They are perverted tools of the creatures. The creatures. You've seen them. Always watching. Calling to one another in the darkness. Loathsome. Wraiths. They are not as we are. Remember that. Touch the pedestal. It will bring you to the age of Tagira. I will find you there.
You'll find me there. You just got the ability to teleport at frickin' will. Oh, I see. Each island is accessed by different linking. Bleh. Don't want to click on that anyway. That I just go back and forth. Yes. Ah.
I don't know why the creatures chose this place for the slates. Tagira. Cold, barren, desolate, it has been described. However, also purposeful. No doubt Yisha sees only evil here. This was a prison age. For those who committed monstrous crimes, they were sent to this place to live out their lives. Justice, not evil. Much to learn. First, the stone slate. Pick it up from the pedestal and take it with you. But know this about the slates. They too are abominations made by the Bahro creatures' abuse of the art of writing. Still, they carry great power. You will find that you can write on the slates anything you wish. There are some elementary symbols the creatures understand. At least in this way you can use the Bakro hindrance for your good. They will take it if you drop it. They will obey it if you order them. They will return it in time. As you learn, you will have more control. Use the slate to free yourself. Huh?
Be free.
The burden you carry is heavy, but for that, you will be thankful.
Aw. Yoink. Huh. Well, okay. What is that? Clearly, it's that doesn't help. Wow. Well, it must be someplace to put the towel. Okay. Stuck. Yoink. That could have ended badly. Why I thought it was going to be this safe thing to do that. Sure, let's make our way through by finding a crack in the ground. No. No? Okay. What? Oh, I can't. Drop it. Fine. Drop it. And it's gone. So I have a symbol. Might as well write that down. I've got to turn doesn't really seem like they have any good control schemes for this one. So I've got a couple of symbols here. I've got the house like symbol. Now I've got this one, which that I saw another one on the wall, which is circle. This 3 spokes, kind of like part of a wheel. Cool. What did I just do? Oh, of course I did. Oopsie daisy. Alright. Onwards to my frozen death, because I'm not dressed for this. There's another one right there. Let's take a look at here real quick. So I've got another one that I've got. Enter. Too short. That. Okay. Got that.
Do you not marvel at what the prisoners were able to do here with so little? Structures, food, life. As Duchny built, so they did here. Nothing. None of it matters now. The future is all we have. Justice is at hand. We will build again.
Okay, so I'm seeing. This is these are saved games. I can't use that. Alright, I have to start writing then. I've got. Let's see. Okay, got it here. Diagonal starting on the left side. Red. Corner. Now we move up one. This one dead ends up at the top of it. So we're red. Okay, this connects with segment there. Let's do some red. X continues, or it cycles. Could have did it. All right. Now those don't touch, but I do have segment that goes over. Continues here. Another one that doesn't touch, and then continues and curves around. Comes down. What's that? This one. Second. This. A loop. Okay. Perhaps a map of the area. Some of the stuff that's snowed, everything that's not on there. And that a hot springs, geyser, probably a volcanic vent of some kind. This interaction things drive some people nuts. Nuts. I do not know what I'm doing. I'm sure I'll figure it out. That keeps circling me around. Okay, so clearly I'm not meant to go over this around the sides with that one. This is like a panic zone.
I was not so sure of
Sort
you,
of something like, you know,
and
Iceland.
yet you have done well. But do not be proud.
Then well,
You
with what?
think you understand what you see? You may be wrong. For example, this appears to be ice, but there is more. Like the prisoners, there is life here that seeks heat, unseen life, in the water. There is no longer heat in this place, but you can make them bring it.
Well, I suppose if Escher had been listening to me, he would have realized that I figured out that exact thing. That yes, this place is in fact dealing with geothermal. And well aware that there's forms of life that survive on geothermal vents. I wonder. Okay, I see what the. Okay, you're not gonna let me get over to the other side. Okay, this is going to be it. Aha. Okay. Question is going to be. Yeah, there's something up there. How do I. Let me see. Looking at this. This looks very much like. Wasn't like this real stuff done on. Any different? No, this is the puzzle. Okay. Now I need to go and figure out. Get all this stuff turned on. to do something probably with a tablet. It's a question. Bringing the tablet. I can't bring the tablet up there. Let me try. Let's go over here. Why not? We'll do this. Circle. What did I just do? Geothermal activity is up. Yeah. All right. So now I do this. Aha! The symbol. That's still. Move the tablet. Where it needs to go. To a spot. I have started the geothermal activity. To it goes for so long. Maybe do this. Okay, they all just get to just teleport in and out of ages now. What is here? Is that? Let's do that again. which one is which. Let's do a run with that and see which ones connect. Excellent. Okay. So now I kind of know which one's there. This one ran out of time. All right. Son of a gun. Papa's gone. It's got returned. Hey, now that's useful. Let's do some more. Let's see. All right. Yeah. See if they can interpret that. I need you to go that direction. I need you. Yes, to go that way. I need you to go perhaps that way. I need actually to change one of the. No, I need this one to go left because that will allow that one to go a different direction. Is that one? Do that. I need to get across there. So then I went here. Now, because I had to be able to direct it. If I direct it to a dead end, it doesn't move to the rest of them. Let's see. So this point right here is my starting point. What? This one go to the right? I need to get it. Come on. That goes to the middle one. Middle one at the moment turns left. That's my starting. That's kind of big deal, but around it. You know, if that's there, it kind of dead ends. That's not good. What if? Where did it go? Oh no, I think I can too. Goes. Isn't it? No, got this one to translate. Okay, so I think I need to turn that last. This. Bingo.
These are their tombs. And as they died here, so did all of Duchni. Guilty here, but my Duchni was innocent. May we rebuild structures, not leave tombs. Make them bring you to the keep, for it will run from you. Save me. What it is. Hello, partner. See you are with us today. Looks like 2 blocks with some stone. Empty. 2 blocks again. found the keep, the destination for the slates. You've seen this pedestal already in Career, where you started, and you'll see it again. It is in many places at once. Touch the slate to finish your task. Only you can make them solid. 3 remain. Return to the tunnels, the path that leads to Dakhni, and you will find another book. Well done.
See. Let's go do a quick check. Let's see. Who is YouTube? Must all be on Twitch. Okay. Alright. Guess I turn myself around. I wonder how much of this is going to be cutscene territory. Escher giving us his life story and demands over and over again. Holy. That's deep.
Regaro, Tigua. The great shaft. Amazing, is it not? Built by those from beneath, my people. I am Dakhni. It was this shaft that permitted the great-grandmother of Yisha to find our deep city. Rather than bore you with tedious details, you need only know this. She killed us all, and the great Dakhni city lies lifeless and ruined. There is a room at the end of this first elevator. A small room with a Dakhni rest age book for the Dakhni who would have traveled this path. The book will link you to Direbo. I will come to you there.
It's like Escher. Like Escher, if this game presumes that I am the same one who has helped Atris over and over again, and I have run across the writings and the journals and all that definitely goes. Chiona most definitely realizes that she was responsible. Or at least she believes herself responsible. adjustment here on the audio because I'm going to turn some music down. The ambulance, the voice up. Sound effects are fine. But that way, people can actually, hear Escher and to Yisha again. Yisha talk. Oh, another. The fact that I'm getting earthquakes tells me that this place would not have survived. Anyways. Right, Yisha.
I am sick of the grower. Oh yes, some believe in prophecies that predict the restoration of Denis. The fallen city of Denis would grow. There were attempts before, and there will be attempts again. They always fail. Even those led by my father tried. They learned great things of the Maid and the Maker. They learned of the Barrow, of the least, and of deeper truths. They learned of Father and his wisdom in rebuilding and rewriting. The Denis city came alive again for a time. The dead were properly buried and the living were properly cared for. Denis took short, labored breaths. Sap flowed, though the tree did not grow, for there was no grower. Even Father did not see then as I do now. The grower had not come. I had not come. I am the grower. I failed. And I think of myself as worthy? I am nothing. The failed child of failed parents of failed grandparents. How many generations must fail before we give up? Why do I try? I have failed with the tablet already. There are no second chances here. And yet I long to hold it and try once more.
Right? Wait, come on. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right. This one take me. Holy. Damn. That's where I'm gonna change the. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know if this is a moon. We're on the moon or we're on the planet. Oh. At. Terrible. Let's see. Up we go. Okay. Up then down. This is hello.
Todelmer, built to study the heavens, and glorious heavens you will find here. I'm only sad we were never allowed to finish. I've told you some of the story. Yesha's great-grandmother, Tiarna, came to us desperate for control, convincing our people to betray rules we had held for generations. And we died. Yesha claims such death, as painful as it was, had to be done. A plan of the Maker, and that she will rebuild. She will rebuild. I will tell you, such delusive wisdom comes from vague feelings and daydreams, and the tablet you will have is far too powerful for such wisdom. Todelmer, enjoy the beauty of the heavens while you consider the power that can control them.
Should I be recovering the tablet at this point? That man clearly wants it to rebuild Dundee and to have power. Yesha goes, I don't want the tablet because I crave it. Don't give it to her. But he's already failed. I think I'll figure that one out. Briefly. Another weird control scheme again. Okay, so I guess things are not. Okay, so they're not active yet. Okay. Well then. Gone. That's not. Take a quick look. Oop, okay. There's nothing on the ground. Yep. Okay. symbol is not so much a hero quest as it is change in time. Oh. Okay, so it doesn't work here. That or I stop. Let's just try drawing it again. That fails then. Okay, it just doesn't, the command doesn't work here, it doesn't understand it. Huh. Let's see. Alright, so I gotta figure something out here first. Let's take a it lives. Hmm. Now let's see. Alright, so we're in. Huh. Okay. Drifting down. Hmm. That's not clear at all. This one is bright, and but clearly. Ooh, okay. So what am I looking for? Well, let's see. This one's also that what I'm supposed to be doing? Looking at something on the planet side, maybe? Hold on. These numbers. Does that mean the right side is a timer? Is it drifting down? 0? Okay, so there's 0, is it? Alright, so I'm looking at the B. I'm just writing down all the symbols. What are they there? So, more from his name. Next one is just the next one. There are lines to that one. Is that just it's not tapped out. Okay, that one's there. You have a S. I have this that way. And the last one. Another. Alright, what if what on earth is it doing? Is it going over and then gonna drift up? That's kind of cool, actually. What if we've got 4 of these? It looks like there's 8 potentials. What if I picked one? Let's see. That's not one of those. Let's try the next one. That will for this combo. Right. Let's try this one combined with. Oh, I can't go all the way over there. This one appears to be broken. Oh, that might be one of the ones where the cable's snapped outside. Alright, well then, if we try this one on it, we go all the way over. Let's see what this aims at. Really seem to aim at anything, does it? Okay, well let's try the next one. What is this? That one works. combine with this. Constellation, maybe? Maybe I should actually pay attention to some of these. Let's see. This one. These coordinates. So let's see. Wait. 2, 10, a little bit there. Here. There. One up there. One up here. And then maybe one down this way. This is gonna be fun. It's knowing which one is the right. Why not any one of these? And here's this one. Yeah, it doesn't change which one this is. It's the same one. What if I change that? Then it becomes this. Alright, let's do the next one. This. By. No, so as it is, this is not going to change really. Let's do the next one on it then. I think is nope, up. Go. This. The next one, which is there. Not by. Oh, that's just coming from one to the other. Yeah. Number counter. Starts at 0. Goes till, what's that? 7. And it counts again up and then just circles. But, is that right now I don't have a good consideration for. At least one of those is snapped because I can't run across that. But, yeah, it's actually active. This actually does anything at this point. All right. I just gotta figure this out because there's no symbology here for me to work with right now. Makes me wonder if I'm missing something somewhere. let's try going back just to the start to see what is there. I see planet. Okay, so I know that one's aimed kind of in that quadrant to the sky. Okay, just looks like I need the things there. Okay. And then two of them aimed there. There. And then that's the one that's broken. Well, it's aimed in space. What? Hmm. Oh. Carrying around this tablet. Not doing me any good right now. Put this down. Let's see. Well, let me climb over without it. Do anything. Nope. Okay. So now I got at least one sort of like a constellation out of one of those. Let's see. That doesn't look. Let's see, he started. The observatory doing observatory things, but am I just gonna get the same result now? I think something here. So I'm also seeing see. Yeah, this one. No, Assemble. This looks like just gonna take this one down real quick. So, go. I mean, this could be it. Let's see. We start about midpoint. 30. It's really weird if there's an entire segment of this one. That's just a clock, isn't it? Am I getting that wrong? Let's see this. Number one. Well, you're very loud screeching. It really doesn't kind of. Yeah, let's see. The next one was that. Right there. There's a triangular. How far is the super? And the other one was relatively. Like that last stage was like really quick. This one though. Makes me wonder if I would be aiming at the planet. It's too far. Push it back down. I'm gonna crank that down, dear Lord. I'm saying that that's spiking in the audio, dear. Terrible optical resolutions. Pretty far. Huh. We're starting at a no point for this. Hmm. Yeah, looks like the clock is kind of. a second. Let me take a look around some more because I kind of feel like I'm missing a piece here, and like I kind of understand. Like maybe I'm looking for a constellation, and I might be confusing the clock with something else. Hmm. Broken. What if I attempted... Question is, I know it's a broken one. Couldn't move past it because the stuff was there. Ah, there we go. So here my brain's going, wait. Separate, you know, cable lines. Duh. The cable's at. All right, now we're getting some. Hmm. Ah, let's see. Now I begin to understand. Excellent, excellent. There we go. Now this begins to make more sense. I knew I was missing a piece of the puzzle here. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. Da, da. Okay. I wonder if I can look at anything else. Zoom out. Okay. Not necessarily from here, but see if maybe there is. Something else that something right there. Might take a walk around. I have one simple level. And see. Okay, so I know who those two are. I think it's this one that's broken. Most I know. One. wrap myself in a room. I'll disintegrate me with its laser. I wonder about that stair. Oh. To the inner workings of the observatory. That did. I do this. Let's see. I didn't do anything. Clearly not watching the right thing. I see. Something isn't. No. I've got at least one of them. What are the codes? Something. Maybe I'm not at all. Huh. Well, I know. Rotating something. Oh, I wonder if maybe I am doing something like that. Push button, trap self. Yay. Check the telescope here. Does it clearly let me see more than just? Okay. So something is moving. It's just taking its sweet time. And so I would probably have to be sitting there just pulling it. Probably the reason why. Okay. Manual labor. Placed all these ages that just automatically do things. It's a very tedious puzzle. See, someone wanted a time filler in here. No, it doesn't feel that way. I am. Oh. I guess is this one of those things if I have the code, I can get one of the things set up and must maybe it powers something. Brain going, why don't I do this? I'm over here already. Just let's solve a puzzle. No duty. Code it. See if that solves the problem. Whee. I can move rather rapidly on this one. Let's see which one is. Ah. But you should be on. This. And this one. Just when I heard it. Alright, so I'm gonna see. This one, if I don't start scroll, don't do anything for this one. You gotta here, that, this. paintings, anything? Like it's done. This. At least I got one of them looked up. Oh. Have a good night, Parker. Yeah, I expected that to happen. At least glad you're able to drop by for a short bit. Have a good night. So weird. If the game is not expecting this automated somehow, question is. Tablet is the one. That's also brought the tablet along. We should do that. Going. Down. Down. Wee. Oh. Okay. Oh. Game crash. Oh, yes. Holy mother of. Okay. Apparently. That just killed my recording on OBS. 1 second. I'm gonna double check the file real quick. All right. File is up to a certain point, but I can't restart the recording, so I think something to do with the API just keeled over. All right. Is this still functioning? Yes. All right. Note to self: video recording API does not like this game when I do that. So I'll have to pull it off of Twitch or YouTube once it's there. All right. Does make me wonder. Nope, it doesn't make it. Feels like okay, clearly missing something. In terms of like a puzzle or a symbol, because I know they like to work with symbols in this. Something that's clearly a hint. See towers along the way. Let's take a look. Telescope. Yeah, got that. Oh, hello. Maybe I do get something out of this. There we go. Now I've got a circular that, circular that, circular. Okay. That will get me within brain. There's spots. I cannot see it from here. Okay. Okay. No. There we go. Down. Okay. Oop. Saw that hiccup. Let's also make sure that nothing else on this is going. Yep, that's still working. That's still good. I has no ID. See you are here. Thank you for coming. Yeah, hold on. Okay, now I've got to see. Nope. Do that. Okay, I have fumbled the symbology. Nope. See. Huh. Interesting. I wanted to put the tablet there. Take the tablet. Is it a size thing? Okay. Now, start doing. Okay, we'll zoom down. Left to right. Hold on. Zoom up a bit. Okay. Pull over here. Let's go down. So now I've got the next one, which is the one. I've got. Are you shitting me? It was right there, right above me. Let's go. Anything now? That looks like intern. Okay. I can't see it. Oh, I can't see it because that's turned in the way. Which one is that? Would be. I need that one to turn completely in that other direction. See, double check which one that is. Well, this way. Now. Okay, there we go. So I need to move both of those in different directions. Otherwise, I won't be able to see through that. So it's looking up that way. Need to swing it to the left, swing the other one way to the left or the right. I guess we'll take a look at that one. Let's see. Slide on down. Hope we don't crash my video driver again. All right. This one. It's all the way up then. There. This is the other one. Nope. even turn that way. Here. Should be. There we go. Still missing the... Yeah, I still can't see the... Now there's another tablet up there. The question is how I'm going to see it. Rather than I turn this one, maybe I turn the other one the other way. Those symbols are so from here. They are. That's hilarious. No, it's right about there, but I can't see it. So if I rotate this, maybe other direction. If I went I'll try it. We'll see if I can get to see the symbol on the other tablet base. And whatever the result, I'm going to save the game and run off after that. Because I do have work in the morning. I might actually be able to see. Close. Close is good enough. Damn it. Instead, just happened? Oh, all right. Think game is having issues. Right. With that, I think really time to save. So, I think let's go to my menu first. Make sure that does it all its stuff. And close that up. Okay. That is some delay on YouTube, that's for sure. I need to figure out the latency on the YouTube then. Yeah. To anyone right now who is currently connected, Twitch or YouTube, I'm actually going to be clearing up for the night just because I started running into graphical errors towards the last couple minutes, ranging from my NVIDIA driver in OBS crashing and killing the recording, to the game itself suddenly like, nope, this what you were just looking at suddenly stopped rendering. That's not great. Ooh. Oh, it killed. Oh, damn. Yep. Oh, can I restart that? Work. Oh, there we go. That's how far I killed the NVIDIA driver. Ugh. On the other hand, the puzzle in this seemed to actually be fairly interesting to run. It actually makes sense, like in world. It's kind of. I'm a little lost how I ended up there, going like, why am I here for this tablet kind of thing? Okay. And then getting the journal, the spiel by journal of someone who I kind of feel like Isha just doesn't. I don't know. I'm getting weird feelings on Isha with how she writes, and Escher clearly wants to just rebuild the Dunny as they were kind of thing. You know, blaming Tiana and through her essentially Atris for the destruction of everything. I just couldn't get it back on track, kind of thing. And he just wants to redo it as they were, seeing only his view of the past and not necessarily what was actually going on. But I think it'll be an interesting run on that. Definitely going to take some time though as I try to work my way through that. That was some interesting puzzles, especially the one where I had to moving the telescopes around to try to figure out where and how I need to arrange them so I can see the next tablet symbol on it. Okay, so it can end up winding down for the night. And looks like one of my followers on Twitch must have gotten nailed to the wall. Probably was a bot. Not a surprise if that was the case. Okay, so let's talk next game day, stream day. It's gonna be this Friday, about 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There's the schedule up on my Twitter and Blue Sky. So if you want to see what my schedules are, I post them about every Sunday, and you can catch them on my socials. You kind of have an idea of where I'm going in for the week. And then, yeah, if you are watching stuff on YouTube, please by all means drop me a comment on the video. Let me know how you think I'm doing. Maybe give me a comment on what you would be nice to see. Okay. And then on Twitch, if people actually chat, let me know how things are going in here. That'd be great too. Okay. So at this point, for everybody who came by, thank you. I realize I wasn't on for very long, but I'm I'm not on vacation, so I do have work in the morning that I do have to get to. And this game was already starting to get fit, so this is as good as a time to stop. So with that, thank you all for coming by. Have a good night. There's I think maybe like one person in here, so I'm not gonna rate right now. So okay, well, we'll see everybody next time this Friday. And have a good night.